Now you can see me. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Shout outs. Hello, Long. How are you doing? Hello, Borka. How are you doing? 12:30 a.m. in Europe. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Much respect. Lale, Lale. Hello, Lale. I love saying Lale's name. Engineer Deham. Okay, cool. He's a ghost and he's ready to go. Rosa's back. Hello, Rosa. You've been gone for a long time. Where have you been? Tell me where you've been. You've been marking you absent the whole time. Who else is in the chat? We got some new people, I think, in this chat. See some new faces. Musab, hello. Omar, hello. Shaima, hello. Malek, hello. Debese, I remember Debese. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? Esther, hello. Hello, you are here. You are here. Okay, I got you. Check, you are here. Alexandra's here. Hello, Alexandra. Who else we got in here? Wafa. Hello, Wafa. 11:30 in Cape Town. 11:30 a.m. or p.m.? Let's see. p.m. It's got to be p.m., right? 11:30 in Cape Town. And the question of the day actually is, where are my Brazilians? Because this is for you guys. So where are my Brazilians at? You guys must be on the beach, hanging out, drinking cachaça. Yeah, I know your style. I know what you do. Hello, Jamshid. Hello, Sultan. Hello, Abri. All right, some new faces in. Hello, Costas, and Costas is ready to go. I'm excited that you're excited about learning the English. No, not the English, learning English. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Hello, Grav, Iklas. All right, MM. Hello, Eminem. So what we're going to do, guys, we're gonna be talking about fashion today. Maybe help you with your fashion. Are you fashionable? That's a good question of the day. Let's jump over and let's see what we got for a question of the day. Boom. Let's jump over here. And I had a question about fashion, and this is what we're going to start with right here. So we're going to be talking about fashion today. I think you guys like to talk about fashion. Everybody likes fashion, no? It's a cool subject. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with a question of the day. It's over there. How would you describe your style of fashion? Would you describe yourself as conservative? Would you describe yourself as fashionable? Would you stylish? That's another word. So let's do that. Let's start with that. Tell me what you think. How would you describe your style of fashion? Today we're going to talk about fashion. We're going to do a little bit of grammar to talk about the future, just a little good review. And we're going to do a little bit of writing about fashion in the future, as you can see there. Right there. And we're going to talk about fashion idioms. You guys love the idioms. I love the idioms. They're fun. We're going to talk about fashion idioms as well. So we're going to give you everything you need today. Not everything. Probably not. But I talk a big talk, but I deliver nothing. I'm sorry. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about this. Abri says, I'm so pretty. That's a great answer. Me too. I'm so pretty. No, I'm not pretty. All right, so let's talk about that. How would you describe your fashion? What kind of clothes do you wear? Whoa, teacher, back up. What's going on? You know I teach ESL for real when I misspell where. All right, so here we go. Hello, Clinier. Welcome to the chat. You're just in time. You're not late, because I can't see you walk into the classroom unless you announce yourself, but I'm glad you announced yourself. So welcome anyways. Hello, Edgar. There we go. Brazilians are on Brazilian time. The Brazilians are coming in a little bit late, I guess, right? Oh, maybe no. Oh, maybe no Brazilians yet. Okay, I'm still waiting for my Brazilians. So Brazilians, come on in whenever you're ready. I'm waiting for you. You're supposed to be here on time. Okay, but anyways, let's get to business. Comfortable and simple. So Saima says, hello, Saima. Comfortable and simple. Cool. That's a good way. Comfortable, relaxed style. Hello, Manira. Happy to see you too. Hello, Musab. Say hi, Azerbaijan. Hello, Azerbaijan. How are you doing? Azerbaijan is now a person, not a place. Abdul, welcome. Welcome to your first class. Buddy, get in here. Get into this virtual reality room. And let's, top music. Hello. Okay, so let's talk about some of these words, because you guys are throwing out some words here, and some of these are good. Hello, Carl. Come on in. So here we go. Let's talk about this. So the question of the day is not my hair and what's behind my hair. How would you describe your style of fashion? What kind of clothes do you wear? That's what we're talking about right now. So some people say comfortable. Okay, so you know, what's comfortable? Maybe some sweatpants. You know what I mean, the gym pants. Sweatpants. Someone else says simple. And what would you describe that? So when you guys give me a word, try to give me some more detail. give me an explanation of, maybe things you wear as well, all this kind of stuff. Munir is asking me a question. You weren't starting streaming on Monday. So yeah, I think there was a little bit of confusion last week, Thursday, and apparently Monday. So on Monday, it was an Easter holiday. So if you guys were waiting to learn English, I'm sorry. I thought it would show up on the stream. Apparently it didn't. Many apologies. It was Easter in Canada, so the school was closed. There was no way I could get in here. I couldn't break into the door to teach you English, and I probably wouldn't do that because that's illegal. But anyway, so that's what happened on Monday. So if you were hanging out on Monday waiting for me, I'm very sorry. It was Easter. We didn't have class on that day. But we're back now, and we're back on Thursdays for the Parana. We're back on Thursdays at 2:30 Vancouver time, so you'll have to check what that is in Brazilian time. Let's see here. So Parana, let's check out this quickly before. Sorry, I'm running away from my lesson here. Parana time. 6:41. So that is 3 hours. So when it's 3:30 p.m. in Canada, in Vancouver, it is 6:30 your time. So that's what time you choose. So Parana, if you guys are not sure, Parana is, I'm probably not saying it right. So this is Paraná. It is an area of Brazil. And part of this class is for students who go to universities all around the wonderful state of Paraná, which has Curitiba, Anderson Silva, very famous MMA fighter. Yes, I know him. And I think they have beaches as well, but I'm not sure how warm they are. They're probably fine, right? And it's close to Florianopolis, which is also a very cool spot. You can't see that because my head's in the way, but it's right there. All right, so that's who they are. They're Brazilian students from universities there, so they're going to be joining us today as well. All right, so let's go back to what we're talking about here, styles of fashion. So let's get going with that. Let's see here. So Borka says, I'm wearing white sneakers, black pants, and a yellow cap. Okay, so how would you describe that? Would you say that's, let me throw a few more words at you. Trendy. What does trendy mean? If you say my fashion style is trendy. Now, I think most people don't describe themselves as trendy, but that means you wear clothes which are popular at the moment. Okay, that's another thing you could use to describe. If you do that, I think a lot of people don't do that. Classic. That's kind of a vague word to use, but classic style, you might say you wear things that are always popular. They never become old. If that's possible, you wear things that are always, I'll use that word loosely, always popular. So that's another word you can use. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to share this document. So the document I'm using right now, where I'm going to put all of my vocabulary, I'm going to share this with you so that way you guys can open it up and you can copy it at the end of class. So here you are. Make a copy of that or open it up and you'll be able to view it throughout the class. And when we're done the class, you can take everything that we learned today and keep it for yourself. Okay, so Mahmoud says elegant, and that's a good word as well. And, what would you describe as elegant? Maybe, for example, like if you go to if you went to the opera, I don't know why I'm thinking opera. It's not only opera, but that's what I'm thinking. Elegant, you wear some nice clothes. Like maybe a woman might wear a nice dress, that's possible. A guy might wear a tuxedo and a tie. That might be an elegant outfit. What is the definition of elegant? I need a good explanation. Definition. Pleasingly graceful. Well, let me make that bigger here so you can see it. And that's another word we can use as well. Pleasingly graceful. Do you know that graceful like ballet? Ballet is graceful. And stylish in appearance and manner. Sophisticated. There's a good synonym for that. So you could use both of those words. You could use elegant or sophisticated. And if my explanation is not working for you, please Google it, check it out, and you'll get some more words as well. Sophisticated, Gaurav says attractive. People are attractive. I don't know if fashion, like clothes and stuff, are attractive as a style. People are attractive. So I think I'd use that one for people. Esther says comfy. And again, yeah, comfortable. Okay, comfy. Comfy means comfortable. So let's put that up there. because it's the same word, it's just another way to say it. So comfy, sweatpants, shorts, something like that. Chic, oh, good word. That's another one. And I think you can think of chic as cool, right? Let me get a good definition of chic. Chic definition. Elegantly and stylishly fashionable. Okay, stylish. So chic or stylish. So let's put those two words together because they're basically the same. Chic, cool, style. Like you have a good style, you know, maybe colors or whatever, patterns, whatever you're using here. All right, let me scroll back up. Anyone else here? All right, so we've got a few people weighing in. So those are a few words we might use. Elegant, stylish. Other types of fashion. Let's see. Adjectives to describe fashion. The internet is a good resource. We shall use it. There'll be tons of stuff on here. Ooh, oh my God, that's a lot. That's more than I was looking for here. But I'm going to grab a few, and I'm going to grab a few which I think we might use. Sharp. Again, you might equate this with cool, sharp appearance. Smart. And again, self-explanatory, right? If you have a smart appearance, you look cool. And the opposite of smart is sometimes casual. And sometimes when we talk about going to work, you might say casual or business casual, which is kind of a combination between business clothes and casual clothes. So some workplaces you might work there, and it would be business casual. Well-dressed, yeah, sounds like good looking, right? Well-dressed, that's another good one. Let's see here, my phone is blowing up. Who's texting me right now? Aha, okay. So that's another one we can use. Where's my page here? Remarkable, sophisticated, refined. That's a good word as well, actually, refined. Like someone who's a gentleman, you might use that word. Let's see what refined comes up here. Sometimes you need a good definition. Refined style. Oh, my. Elegant, cultured. Okay, so you can see a lot of these things kind of have the same meaning, and that's fine. We do that all the time, right? Decent, Saima, decent. Decent sounds like just acceptable, so I'd be careful with that one there. Wafa says overdressed. Yeah, if you go to a birthday party for your friend and you wear like a tuxedo, but nobody's wearing tuxedo, you are definitely overdressed for the party. Okay, so let's jump in, and I think we're going to change gears here. So let's jump into the next category, and we're going to do a little bit talking about fashion. So let's jump into a few questions here. So these are in Smrt. So if you have Smrt and you have the account, you can go to the library here, and I will take you there. If this is working, that's not working. You go to library, and then you go to English 120, and everything that we're going to talk about next comes from this section. We're going to Unit 5, and Unit 5 is talking about fashion. Looking cool, that's really the topic of today, looking cool. So you can go here, and you can go to vocabulary discussion number 5 too. That's what we're going to be working on today. Okay, so let's jump in. So if you don't have a Smrt account, it's okay. You can still follow on the screen. Everything's going to be behind me here, so you can still follow along, participate in the discussion. And like I said, every time we get some new words, I'm going to be able to post them in the document, so you guys will be able to copy them as well. So let's start with a discussion question here. Secondhand. You know what? I think I'm just going to go through this. Edgar, you will have to sign up for a Smrt account. I believe you can go to the Facebook website and go to Smrt, S-M-R-T, and that will get you connected to where you need to go for Smrt. All right, so let's look at a few of these questions and just maybe talk about the vocab, because we're going to jump into some more vocab. So question number 1 is, what is your favorite material? Cotton, wool, polyester, right? These kinds of things. Leather, maybe you're into leather. That's cool. Okay, so materials, different types of material. Number 2, how do you usually get rid of your old clothes? And what does get rid of mean? It means like get rid of them. They're not you don't want them anymore, so you get rid of them, right? Like you get rid of old shoes, or you get rid of some old pants or something like that. Something you don't need anymore, you get rid of it. Secondhand, good word that we can use as well. Have you ever bought something that was secondhand? What is secondhand? Secondhand, something used. So it's not new, it's secondhand, it's been used before. And in some places you might have secondhand stores. Maybe some people think, oh, that's weird. But when I was younger, a long time ago, we used to have secondhand stores, and you would go shopping and you would look for the cool stuff, maybe like an old cool Adidas shirt or something like that. It was kind of a popular thing to do. So who knows, maybe in the future. Which clothes do you think are most attractive on a woman or a man? People. Okay, let's do here. This is a good one. So let's do this one as a group question. I'm going to throw this one into the chat. There's 2 questions here. What influences you the most when you make decisions about buying clothes? The price, the comfort, the style, or the color? How do you make decisions if you want to buy some clothes? Do you first look at the price? Do you look at, oh, is it gonna be comfortable for me? Is it the color, right? What are some things? What are some normal things that people use to make decisions about buying clothes? Give me your opinion. Throw them in the chat, and we're gonna talk about them together. Let's see. What are a few things that I might use? So decisions about that. Cost, right? So let me throw that in my own chat here. So what influences you the most? And, you know, the most as well, right? Are you thinking about cost, or are you thinking about what's going to look cool? Ziad says price and style. Okay, yeah, price first. People price conscious, right? You're thinking about how much you have to spend. Comfort and price. Yeah, a lot of this, comfort and price. Okay, seems to be a trend here, right? Anything else? Brands. I think they forgot to mention brand, because also you have this. This is another thing that people might be interested in. What is the brand? Some people like to buy, I don't know, Gap or Hollister or something like that, right? One of those international brands. Borka says, unfortunately, style is what drives me. I like that collocation. Drives me, it means motivates me when I choose clothes. Style is the one thing. Of course, comfort is good, and you got your days where you want to feel comfortable. Maybe you got some days where you want to go for style. You can kind of go back and forth. Lolly says, I buy clothes comfortable and trendy. Okay, so there we go. So we have a trendy person. Lolly's trendy. So you keep up to date with all the latest fashion trends. Aubrey says, I don't know anything. I don't know something that I fall in love with. Or you don't have something which you fall in love with. Okay, that works. Malek says, it depends on your pocket. Depends on how much money is in your pocket. So yeah, I hear you. It depends on your pocket. Musab says price, comfort, style, and color. Saima says brand also. Yeah, I'll be honest, I have brands, but I don't, the reason I like the brand is because I like the clothes, I like the fit and all that, but I don't care that it's from this company or that company. Whatever fits good, reasonably priced and fashionable, then we're good. Wafa says the first thing is the style and then the cost. I don't care about brands as long as I feel good in it. That's the lesson of today. I don't care about the brands. As long as you feel good in your brand or whatever you're wearing, you'll be okay. All right, very nice. Let's move on. Let's jump into another question here. Here's a new word for you as well. Have you ever made any clothes from scratch? Now, this is a weird question, I'll be honest with you. There's not many people in the world who make clothes from scratch. You may have made a cake from scratch. You may have made cookies from scratch. But the chances of you making clothes from scratch is pretty slim. What does it mean? Yes, Edgar, cake. Cake is the lesson of today. Eat cake. What does it mean from scratch? So let me give you a sentence here. Let me throw this one in our chat as well, because we're talking about it. Let's throw this in our document. Where's my document? From scratch. What does it mean from scratch? Yes, not a scratched, but from scratch. Let me give you an example. You can see that there. Make that a little bit bigger. I made a cake from scratch. What does it mean, from scratch? Take a guess. From zero, yes, pretty good. Yeah, you got it. Edgar, Ziad, you got it. Borka, what a baby. What are you talking about, a baby? No babies. No babies involved. Just cakes. From scratch means from zero, from the beginning. You know what I mean? So let's say you for example, in Canada we have these cookies, and you buy them, and they're in like a long tube, and you just like crack open the tube, and you put the cookie on the thing, you turn on the oven, and boom, you have cookies. That's not from scratch. That's store-bought stuff. So, for example, kind of the opposite might be I had a store-bought cake. That might be the opposite, kind of. That's not an opposite, but this is the idea. So store-bought is from the store. And if you make it in your home, you could also say, I have homemade cakes, whatever. I have, the cake is homemade. Let's do that. Like somebody from a home made this one, like your mother, maybe she makes cake, or I don't know, maybe your dad makes cake. The cake is homemade, means made from your home. So it's kind of an adjective we use. Store-bought's an adjective, and from scratch is, I guess, a collocation we use. So those are different ways you can use it. Good word as well, from scratch. What else can you do from scratch? Usually cooking, right? Could you make anything else from scratch? Cookies, cake, food, lots of foods. Those are the only thing we usually use. We usually use from scratch. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Throw some homemade lemonade from scratch. Yeah, why not? From the beginning. Oh, Alex. Oh, my goodness. She's the worst. She's always late, always running in late. Get in here already, Alex. No problem. No problem. Forgive you. All right. Next up. Let's go over here. No, we're going to skip that. Let's go over here. No, no. Okay, moving forward. Next here. All right, this is a good word. Number one over here. What color do you think suits you best? And what does that word mean, suits? Maybe can someone please give me some help here? I'm forgetting what this word means. Suits you. What does it mean if something suits you best? Because it's got a particular meaning, and it's got some other words you can use as well, but what does it mean, suits? I'll copy that one in there as well. What color do you think suits you best? Good. Ziad, thank you. Ziad is my assistant teacher, if you didn't know. Suits you means looks good on you. It's like match, Esther, but the way you use match and the way you use suits is a little bit different. So we normally wouldn't say, what color do you think matches you best? It's okay. It's not bad, but I think suits is better. So suits is what we use for that. So good word. Compliments you. Yeah, compliments you, Saima. I don't know on, but just compliments you. Very nice, Gaurav. Yeah, it goes with you. Exactly. It's kind of, yeah, I agree. Good word. Compliments you. So what color do you think suits you best? So that's a good word there. Next up, let's do one more. This is not directly connected to fashion, but that's okay. Do you know any movies whose stories were based on books? What does based on mean? If we look at this combination here, this is a verb preposition combination. Whose stories were based on books? This movie is based on the book, right? What does that mean if I say based on? That's another collocation we can use, and we'll add that to your document. It's getting a little messy, this document, but that's cool. That's cool. All right, so what color do you think suits you best? Yes. And this one, do you know any movies which were based on books? What does based on mean? It says, depends on, persuasion based on book, yeah, something. Oh, we got a few different answers here. Inspired, good, good. Malek, very nice. Yeah, you could say inspired by, but inspired by is yeah, it is inspired by. Yeah, you're right. That's fine. Inspired by would be a good one. Based on, and you can kind of think of it as comes from. If that's an easier way to explain it, it's come from. Wafa says taken from, also good. It came out as a book first. Yes, all of those answers are right. So based on means it comes from. And usually it's like this. The movie was based on the book. This is the way we usually talk about that. Last, a couple more to go here. Do you consider yourself fashion conscious? What does it mean conscious? Well, right now, all of you are conscious, I hope. Fashion conscious means you are aware of fashion. Are you aware of fashion? Do you have an understanding of fashion? So would you consider yourself fashion conscious or Unconscious. That doesn't make sense, but that's kind of funny. You have no idea what's going on in fashion, or you are fashion conscious. You know when that matches that and that doesn't match that. So that's the meaning of that. What makes you nervous? I don't know. I don't know what makes me nervous. Monday mornings? No, that doesn't make me nervous. Okay. Anyways, feel fashion. Yeah. Last one. A little bit more about talking about fashion. Logos. Which company has the best logo? What is a logo? I don't know if any company has the best logo, but what is a logo? Nike, Apple. What is their symbol, right? So whenever you have a symbol for something, we call it a logo. Which industry do you want to work in? Okay, here's another question we use with some vocab as well. Industry, right? You can think of it as the fashion industry, the business industry, the marketing industry, some kind of industry where you create something, usually for business. And let's do 2 more questions, and then we're going to jump out of this. Okay, are all of your clothes in style? And the opposite, let's do the both, would be out of style. So let's do that. Okay, so are all of your clothes in style? Do you usually wear tight or loose clothes? So in style means fashionable. And the opposite would be out of style. Makes sense? Hello, Georgina. So in style, cool, stylish, fashionable, all that stuff. Out of style, not cool, maybe old, who knows, right? If you're wearing one of those baseball jackets with like the white sleeves, I guess that could be cool, but it could be out of fashion as well. And last one, last combination, and then I'm going to try to give you guys something better after this. Tight, loose. Loose, you understand what I'm saying? Tight jeans, loose jeans. Tight shirt, loose shirt. So tight is very, if you do this, and it's kind of like tight on your skin, like that, and then loose would be the opposite. Okay? Always out of style. Sorry, Malek. You can go check out a fashion magazine. I don't know. You'll watch the Oscars. They're pretty fashionable. I don't know. You get in style. All right. So let's see here. The other thing I was supposed to talk to you about, but I kind of want to do this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you guys some cool fashion idioms. I think everybody likes idioms. We did some idioms in the last class. I think everybody enjoys these things. So let's do that, and we'll see what we have time for with the rest of the class. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start. I'm going to post some things in here. So let's go here, and let's talk about idioms. Because these are cool, these are fun, and they're something you can use right away in English. So let's talk about this one first. All right, so to have a sense of style. All right, so to have a sense of style, what does it mean? It means you understand what looks good on you and what doesn't look good on you. Example. So let's see here. I want to put these in a format that you guys can use. So we have the definition. Definition there. And then let's do an example how to use it. Sense of style in a sentence. So what does that mean? When I say in a sentence, that means you should use it in a full sentence with other grammar in it. Okay, so example. Who's a celebrity who has a good sense of style? Who do you guys think has popular style? Would it be like an actor? Would it be an actress? So who has a sense of style? Let's start it as a discussion question. Who do you know who has a sense of style? Think about a celebrity, somebody on TV, maybe a politician, something like that. Justin, oh, did you have to go there, music top? Justin Bieber, come on. You know, Canada, Justin Bieber's Canadian, but I think we don't want him anymore. We actually tried to give him to America, but America won't take him from us. We don't want him anymore. JB, that's not funny. You know he doesn't have a good sense of style, but welcome, JB. Long time no chat. What do we got? Jack doesn't have a sense of style. He just wears whatever he comes across. Who is Jack, Ziad? Or are you just making a sentence? But yeah, that's a good sentence. Have a sense of style. Let's see. Oh, JB forgot. Oh, JB, the worst, buddy. You're the worst. No, you're not. You're the best. Kate Middleton. All right, let's use Kate Middleton as an example. Has. And you can add something. You can say great, right? You can say a great or a bad sense of style. You can use whatever you want. Boom. This is a nice combination. Has a great sense of style. Okay, so you could say Kate Middleton is fashionable, or you can say a better one. It sounds more natural, right? Kate Middleton has a great sense of style. Victoria Beckham is thought to have a good sense of style, Borka. Don't forget, remember, you have to use a style. Or sorry, a sense. So, and you can say a good sense, a great sense, a bad sense. Don't forget your Dilip, you have an awesome sense of style. Dilip, you're amazing, buddy. You're English. You're perfect. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop flattering me, Dilip. I'll tell you one little secret about me, a little fashion secret that I came across over the years of just, wearing clothes. If you match your belt to your shoes, guys, this is more guys' advice, and then I think girls, but I think if you match your belt to your shoes, that's a good match. And a little extra secret for you guys, if you match your shirt to your socks, it's hard to mess that up. You know what I mean? Sometimes you put these combinations and it's kind of weird, and you're like, oh, that looks kind of dumb. But if you match your shirt to your socks, I can't believe I'm telling you this, it kind of looks good. So try it out, guys. That's my little fashion tip for you. Kareem does have a sense of style, doesn't he? He's got, he's got those hats and stuff like that. I wish we had a picture of Kareem. Can anyone find me a picture of Kareem? That would be great. We could look at Kareem and analyze his fashion. But yeah, I think so. I think he's got a good sense of style as well. Next new word. This one you guys have probably heard before. And some people are old-fashioned. And we use this for fashion. We use this for other things. And we use it in a sentence. All right, so it means to wear clothes or do something. So, an old-fashioned behavior, an old-fashioned personality, an old-fashioned clothes. Old-fashioned, not modern, right? So give me an example of maybe somebody you know or something you know, could be something as well, which is a little bit old-fashioned. Alex, what's possible? Well, anything's possible. What's your question about what's possible? Oh, Ziad, I like that word. Great word. Old school. I have to add that. That's an awesome word, Ziad. Very nice. Old school. Old style, which is still cool. That's kind of what it really means, right? You have an older style, but it's still cool. Because we wouldn't say old. We would say old school. Okay, old style. It's not necessarily cool. Old school. Old style. Okay, let's just keep it like that, because it's not necessarily cool, but you could make it sound cool. Let's see, sense of humor. Sense of humor, to have a sense of humor. Yes, yeah, it'd be the same collocation, Alex. So you have a sense of humor, you have a sense of style, same idea, just different words. What else we got here? Bisma says obsoleted. Hello, Bisma. Obsolete. Obsolete means not anymore, right? Like it's not happening anymore. Yeah, so you could say this fashion is obsolete. Like it's totally gone. Nobody wears it anymore. That would work for obsolete. And just obsolete, no D on there, Bisma. What else we got here? Edgar says archaic. Yeah, you could use that. You could use that. It sounds really, really old, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, you could say a sense of, yeah, no, you wouldn't say that. You could say his fashion is archaic, and that's pretty funny, I'll be honest with you. That's a great word. Edgar, I would use that in the right situation. That could be wonderful. What else we got here? Lolly says tattoos. Tattoos are, maybe you want tattoos, are not old style. I don't know. I'm not sure if they are. Dilip says aged people. Attire. Interesting. I don't know if I would use the word attire. In Canada, we wouldn't use that word too often. We would say your attire, like your clothes, but we don't really use it as a verb. So older people, wear old-fashioned clothes. And just clothes, no N. It's just uncountable. Wafa, leader jacket becomes leader jacket. What's that? Oh, leather. You're saying leather. Wafa, Leather, has become old-fashioned nowadays. I agree. Antiquated, Borka, good word. Sounds very old. So anyways, this word old-fashioned, yes, my grandfather's old-fashioned. Your mother is, yes, exactly. You got it. So the older generation are generally old-fashioned. And it could be old-fashioned thoughts. It could be old-fashioned clothes. It could be whatever, old-fashioned. Good combination of words. Very good. Let's go ahead. Now we're going to teach you some cool stuff. This is good. This is old. This is actually an old word. And I hope this doesn't tell you anything about how old I am. But this comes, there's a Madonna song. You know Madonna, remember her? And she says this, and I wonder if that's where this came from. Strike a pose. And strike is kind of like do, and pose is like, you know when you look at the camera and you kind of, you do something, you do a smile or something like that, that's a pose. But actually a pose is more like your whole body. You do a pose where you kind of do something and you look, don't ever do what I just did, that's horrible. But you know what I mean, right? So you strike a pose, you make a look, you take a particular posture in order to impress. So you want to show someone a good look, so you do some, you have some pose that you look at people. Let me show you a pose. Blue Steel. There was this movie that came out a long time ago, and this guy, this is such an old movie, but it was funny. This movie's called Zoolander, and Blue Steel was a look. It wasn't really a pose, but it's kind of like a pose, right? Because he had this whole look going on. So that's the Blue Steel look. So practice your Blue Steel look. Be like Zoolander. All right, nice. But anyway, so strike a pose is to make some kind of look. How are we doing over here? Does that make sense? Ziad says the opposite, from mugging to the camera. That's an interesting one. I wonder if we could talk about that. But what is mugging in that situation? JB says he listened. There we go. JB knows what I'm talking about. Listened to that song not too long ago. Little Madonna. Yeah, why not? Throw it old school Madonna. Maybe some people don't know, but that's pretty old school. What else we got here? Yeah, okay, cool. What's mugging? Great question. Ziad, I think you have to explain what's mugging, because I'm not sure what you wanted to say. You said the opposite from mugging the camera. That could be really funny. Alex, why do I know that you do strike a pose sometimes? I just had a feeling that you did that, and you just confirmed it with me. So there we go. Ziad says, sticking your tongue out, for example, is mugging. Okay, so I don't know if there's an expression for mugging. Can you mug the camera? Mug the camera? Does that make sense? No, that's not it. That's really not what I was going for here. Mug the camera expression? Is there an expression? I don't know. Mug the photo? Mug photo? No, I don't. You know what, Ziad? I like it. It sounds interesting because. Okay, let me give you an explanation of one thing that I know we use the word for mug. So, for example, mean mug. Let me write that down. It's kind of about fashion, so let's talk about it. So, mean mug. I don't know how you would write this, but maybe like this. Usually we just say it. We don't write it down. Mean mug is to make angry look at someone. And we call it mean mugging. You know mug? Do you know mug? Not coffee mug, but like, hey, give me your money. That's mug, okay? You mug someone. You say, hey, give me your money, or I'll shoot you, or whatever. You take their money. And if you mean mug, mean is angry. And if you mean mug somebody, you just kind of like, you watch them and you make an angry face out. Let me see if I can find you some examples of mean mugging. This is a funny word. Mean mug. So it's kind of a newer word. Why is that guy there? I don't know. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad example of mean mugging someone. You know what I mean? You give them that look. You mug the camera as a weapon. No. Mug to the camera. You don't mug the camera, Ziad. You mug. I hear what you're saying. I'm just not sure we use it that way in English, but we might mean mug someone, or we might mean mug the camera. You know what I mean? That's possible. Clinera says, when I take selfies, I usually strike the same pose. It's like the mean mugging pose, Clinera. Hello, Amina. How are you? Okay, so this is mean mugging. This is a great word. I think we need to learn more words like this. This is kind of fun if you mean mug. Donald Trump sometimes mean mugs his party members. Yes, Dilip, you got it. He does do that. He kind of like gives that dirty look, you know, out the side of his eye there. Yeah, that's mean mugging. So that's an awesome word. Use that. That's a good one. I really like that. All right, let's see. Where are we at here? This one is also a good one. I was waiting for this one because this is a good one. And remember, because you guys, you know, I'm a native English speaker, so some things I can say, and they're like, you know, it's kind of old or whatever. But because you guys are speaking English as a second language, you guys can basically say anything, and it sounds cool. So don't be afraid to use any of these expressions because they sound really awesome when you're not a native speaker. Dressed to kill. What do you think this means? Do your best, interpret it. Maybe you've heard it before. Dressed to kill. You are dressed to kill. What do you think it means? You could literally kill somebody with the way that you are dressed. What does it mean? Okay, let's do an example. Oh, I didn't do a mean mug example. Okay, she was making a mean mugging pose. Yeah, you could probably do that, Bisma, as well. Mean, you could turn it into an adjective. What's that? Dress to kill. Well, what's going on here? Lady Gaga does that. Dress to kill, yeah, maybe. Dress to kill. All right, I need to use the internet more. Let's consult the internet for all our photo needs here. Dressed to kill. Now, I hope I don't get anything bloody or anything if I do this. The internet's a weird thing. Dressed to kill. These guys are not dressed to kill. Okay, this is not helping. So let's just go here. Dressed to kill means Jason to get a good impression. Like, please don't kill me, Alex. Dressed to kill means looking awesome. Wear something with an intention to stand out, impress people, and be noticed. Dude, you are dressed to kill. Means you are looking super, super good. You look awesome. You are dressed maybe like maybe that's where this comes from. Maybe the expression means a hitman. You know a hitman? This is a hitman. A hitman is somebody, like this guy, who is hired to assassinate you. Maybe that's where the expression comes from, where you are dressed to kill. You look so good, you look like you are planning to murder somebody at a big party or something like that. Maybe that's a great way to remember it. So I hope you remember it that way. If you say, very nice word, Ziad, you stop it right there. You're killing it, also a great way to say you're doing really well. You are killing it. I love it. Dress to stand out, Esther. You got it. That's the way. Clinera says, I like to dress to kill if I'm going to a party. It feels good. Yes, it does. For seduction, yeah, sure could be. Dress to kill, it's not really about anything. It just means you look great. You are dressed to, like super great. Like up here great. Awesome one. Boom. Okay, let's go here. This is good. Before we talked about you have a sense of fashion, and now we're going to talk about you have an eye for fashion. And it's basically the same. It's just another way to say it. So you have an eye for fashion means, like for example, maybe you go shopping with a friend of yours, and this friend always helps you to buy clothes because they can see what's good, what looks cool, what looks nice. So your friend has an eye for fashion. Your mother probably doesn't have a good eye for fashion, but your best friend might. So my friend has, and again, you can say that, a good eye for fashion. She always helps me pick, and here's another way to say it, pick clothes out, a phrasal verb for you. You pick out clothes when you're going shopping. There we go, boom. Eye for fashion. Makes sense? Amina says, I always dress to kill because I am a fashion model. Oh, very nice, Amina. Dress to kill every day? Very nice. Let's go on. Let's do another one. These are good. These are good expressions that you guys can use pretty quickly as well. Dress for the occasion. This is a good one as well. These are all very good. I like these. Let's start with that one. Oh, what happened? Dress for the occasion. Okay, so let's look at this one here. You dress for the occasion. What is an occasion? You can think of an occasion as an event, maybe a birthday, or a Christmas party, or some party, anniversary, New Year's Eve, baby shower. Occasion, different events, different things, celebrations. So dress for the occasion means you wear clothes which match or suit the occasion. Okay, so let's read the definition here. To wear something in the right place at the right time. So you don't wear a suit and a tie and go to a little boy or a little girl's birthday party. That's probably too much. But you might want to wear a suit and a tie and go to a wedding. Or, if you're going to a wedding, you don't want to wear shorts and flip-flops and a singlet. You want to wear a suit and tie. So you match the clothes to the party or celebration. You dress for the occasion. Okay, so sometimes we might use it in a sentence, or we might say it alone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have an example. Maybe just to know what it means is good enough for you guys. Hello, Eunice. Alex says, my brother and I don't have an eye for fashion. No, my brother, sorry, not my brother and I. My brother doesn't have an eye for fashion. So I always decide, no past, I always decide for him all the time. That's okay. Just doesn't, change my don't to doesn't. And then I always decide, no D. It's every day, right? So it's not past for him, and then it's fine. Bisma says, I took my friend shopping. You don't need the for. You can just say, I took my friend shopping. It's possible. She made me buy, B-U-Y, a horrible dress for the party. She has a really poor eye for fashion. So a really poor, not really a poor, but a really poor eye for fashion. Dilla. Everybody needs to dress, to wear dress to a kid. Be careful with that dress. You got to say it the right way. You got to say dress for the occasion. Otherwise, one may look like a joker. That's true, Dilla. You may look like a joker if you don't. Appropriate to occasion. Yes, I think that's the meaning. He's got a whole dialogue going on here. Man, we're going to a funeral. You got to dress in mourning. It's time for you to learn how to dress for the... Yes, the last part, Ziad, perfect. I don't know if you would ever say mourning, but you would just, you know what I mean? We kind of imply, like, man, it's a funeral. You have to dress for the occasion. You can't wear that, and I think that's enough. Okay, there we go. Good, good. Let's jump into another one here. To be well dressed. Okay, I'll put this, I'm not going to spend very much time on this because I think you guys know what this means because we talked about it earlier. It's just a combination of words. You are well dressed, he is well dressed, she is well dressed, and it means you have good clothes on and it looks good. Okay, and very nice, Debisa, you got it as well. I am going to dress for the occasion of Easter. Yeah, that'll work too. That works. Okay, next, let's go to another. This one's an interesting one. This one's really, ooh, I like that next one after that. That's really good. Let's do this one. This one, I won't spend too much time on this one either, but it's something you might use, especially when you work in like marketing. So for example, must-haves. So must-haves, this is a noun, just so you can understand that. And you would use it in a sentence, for sure. Kind of forgot about the in a sentence part, but I think you guys are doing it. Must-haves, highly essential clothes, important clothes that everybody must have for the season. Clothing must-haves also compromise, okay, whatever, don't worry about that. Must have. You must have it. Right? You understand that. You have to have it. You must have this. This is the best. You should have this. So, you know, maybe during the Christmas holidays or some kind of holidays, everybody wants to buy, I don't know, this toy. So this toy is a must-have for Christmas. Does that make sense? Everybody must have this toy, like it's really popular or it's so cool or everybody wants it. It is a must-have for every person's house. It is a must-have for this time of year. You know what I mean? It's a popular thing that everybody must have because it's so awesome. Let's see what we got here. Wafa says the must-have color this summer is green. Exactly, Wafa. You got it. The must-have, but no have with a S, just because you're talking about one color. So you would say the must-have color this summer is green. Must-haves would be green and blue and, you know what I mean, more colors. But yeah, you got it right. Perfect. That's exactly it. So we don't use that one all the time. You might see it in marketing, right, around Christmas time or something like that. But it's a good one to know. This one I really like. This one is very similar to one we talked about before. Dressed to the nines. I liked it so much I just grabbed it and I put it in there because it sounds cool. Change that to black. Dressed to the nines. What do you think it means if you are dressed to the nines? This one is similar to the one we did earlier. So here's the example. Dressed to the nines. So when I was invited to the opera, my friend told me that it was required for me to dress to the nines because everyone would also be quite fancy there. Okay? Let's just copy the same example. Where's just to be killed? Wear something with the intention to stand out. So dress to the nine is wear something to look your best. Your absolute best. Make it a little stronger. Does that make sense to everybody? Dressed to the nine. You are dressed to the nine. So you actually need the be verb. Be dressed to the nines. You know what I mean? So if you said, oh, we're going to this big party on Friday. It's going to be crazy. Everyone there is going to dress up. So you need to dress. You have to dress to the nines, or you need to be dressed to the nines. Okay? So it just means the maximum. Think of 9 as 10. You know what I mean? Like the maximum. Dressed to the nines would mean dressed very well. Does that make sense? Okay, so we got a few from before. Clinera says a white shirt is a must-have in my closet. That's perfect, Clinera. That works. Chocolate eggs, Lolly. Chocolate eggs are, so eggs plural, so chocolate eggs are a must-have. Or you could say, sorry, let me change that. Chocolate eggs are must-haves for Easter, E-A-S-T-E-R. Bisma says firework preparations are must-haves for New Year's celebration. Yeah, just be careful. If you're talking about one thing, you would say must-have. And if you're talking about many things, you would say must-haves with an S. Okay, so both of those are good. All right, so does everyone understand this one here? If I say you are dressed to the nine, or he was dressed to the nines, does everyone understand what that means? I think that makes sense, right? So that's a good one that you can use. So again, these are some cool ways to just say that someone looked awesome. Man, last, on your wedding day, you were dressed to kill. You looked awesome. You know what I mean? Just looking sharp. And that's that word I used earlier before, look sharp. That's a good word as well. And I think, hello, MD. And I think I'm going to do one more here because I have just one left. Good. This is a good word as well. Hand-me-downs. What do you think this means? All right, so this is the example here. Hand-me-down, so let's call hand-me-down. So let's use it as a noun. And you use it, you can use it alone or in a sentence. Probably in a sentence. Let's do that. What does it mean, hand-me-downs? Something, clothes, I'm going to give you a new word here, inherit. If you don't know that word, it means get, but it means get from your, from your mother and father. You inherit money. You inherit a house. You inherit a car, something like that. So close you inherit from, usually, I'll say usually from your brothers, older brothers, or sisters. Yes, correct, JB. So what would be the example here? Here's the example that they had from the internet. Since I was the youngest child, all of my clothes were hand-me-downs. There you go. So they used it as a plural, many, right? I never had anything to wear until I went to college. Sad story. So basically, everything this guy wore was from his brother or his, well, I guess somebody wore these clothes before, and then you get them. Those are hand-me-downs. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so there we go. So we did a few idioms today and a few things for talking about fashion. So again, like I said, I have this document here for you, and you guys are more than welcome to copy it. Let me throw it back in the chat here. There we go. So we talked a little bit, we did a little bit of new vocab today, and we also did a lot of we did a lot of vocab, especially with idioms. So let's see. Okay, got a few people using these. Bisma says the party venue seems to be very luxurious. I wanted to be dressed to the nines to look super cool in the party. Perfect sentence, Bisma. That's awesome. Very nice. Okay. So yeah, if you guys have any more, please post them in there. I will check them for you, make sure you're using it right. But these are some cool things, and these are some things that you can do to talk about your friends, obviously in English, or someone who dressed up really well. And what is useful about, of course, these fashion idioms is that idioms make you sound very normal. So you'll sound kind of like, oh, if you said this to me and you said, oh, you have a great sense of style, I say, oh, wow, your English is really good because you sound really natural the way you do it. Yeah, JB, I think you're right. At the party sounds a little bit better than in the party. Maybe a little correction there, Bisma, but otherwise pretty good. Okay, so use these guys, maybe use them whichever, when you're using English, if you're speaking with some other native speakers or other friends, I mean, start using them, start practicing these things because they help you to sound a lot more normal. And I think that's going to be it for today, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit about fashion. It's a good topic. It's always cool to talk about fashion. Having a sense of style, and if you don't have a sense of style, well, it's not too late. I'm sure you can go online and look at some websites and look at, look what people are wearing, and you'll figure it out, and then you'll be good. All right, so let's see what we got. A few. Okay, all right. I'm still here. I'm still here, JB. I'm hanging on. I'm going to check these sentences as well. Clinera says, because I only have brothers, I didn't have hand-me-downs in my childhood. Perfect sentence. One more, fashion plate. JB, what are you talking about, buddy? What is fashion plate? You're going to have to teach us this one here. I'm going to hang in for this. Are you telling me to Google this, or is this a word that I don't know that I need to learn in English? Maybe my English needs to improve. What is fashion plate, JB? You're leaving us in suspense. All right, well, while JB's working on that, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to hang around in the chat for a little bit more to answer some of that. All right, here it is. I think fashion plate means someone who follows fashion religiously, I think. Again, we're going to have to consult the internet because the internet knows everything. Borka, hang on, got this. Oh, okay. What did I say? So I think I actually spoke wrong. I should have said hang on, and hang on means wait. Like hang on 1 second, hang on 1 minute means wait. Got this? Maybe understand this? I'm not sure. I don't remember what I said, unfortunately. Hang on for this? Yeah, that makes sense. So hang on is wait. For this, for this thing, right? Wait for this, hang on for this, same idea. Okay, so let's see here. What are we at, JB? Fashion plate means somebody. This so far not looking good. Let's see here. Here's some fashion plates, JB. I'm not sure this is what you were looking at here. Fashion plate expression. Let's see if there's an expression here. Not feeling anything here. Oh, wait, what's this? No. JB, I don't know. I don't know, buddy. I'm not sure this is the right expression. Fashion something, but that's it. Oh, wow. There's still more to learn. Okay. There's a hitman. Dressed to kill. Probably will kill you. That guy's a hitman, but he's definitely not dressed to kill. All right, everybody. So I think that's it. Oh, hold on. JB, still going here. A person who dresses in the latest fashions. Okay. Let's see. Webster's Dictionary. I think it is. I think we're done here, Alex. We're just trying to figure out what fashion plate means. JB is trying to teach us something about fashion, and we're trying to figure out where the definition is. Fashion plate. An illustration of a clothing style, a person who dresses in the latest fashions. See fashion plate defined for English language learners. Oh, okay. Thank you. I will. A person who dresses in current fashion. A fashionable person. The term fashion plate is often used in a disapproving way. Oh, interesting. All right, JB. You know, you're onto something. Let's bring that up so everyone can see. I've never heard this before. So, a person who dresses in the term fashion plate is often used in a disapproving way to describe someone who cares too much about fashion. So you might say, I guess you are a fashion plate, or he is a fashion plate, and it means they care too much about it. Well, there we go. Okay. There we go. So if you guys were wondering what I'm using there, that's not bad. Alex likes this dictionary, so here you go. That's the website of the dictionary. So I guess it connects somehow to the Webster's Dictionary. It's just an easier way, maybe a little bit more clear, the understanding of it. So there you go. Boom. All right, guys. So I think that's it. And JB, you learned that from Pop something star. Oh, JB, naughty, naughty. Hello, Kuram. How are you? Unfortunately, we're just finishing class, Kuram. But we can still help you a little bit and give you everything that we worked on today. And if you are coming a little bit late, that's cool. I still love you. You can always watch it a little bit later and catch up and still follow. Here's everything we worked on today. It's in the chat. Make a copy of that. And that way you can still go back, watch the stream one more time, and get everything we worked on today all about fashion. So I hope you guys had a great class. I hope you became more fashionable in your English, in your life, in your fashion through this class. I will take credit for that, and if you didn't, I won't take credit for that. That's it. So many kisses to everyone out there. Go back to bed, wake up, whatever you have to do today. Keep it smart, and we'll see you guys for me. I'll be back on Monday at 3:30. Next week, of course, same time, 2:30 Vancouver time. Parana, that's 6:30 Brazilian time. But remember, I'm a Canadian. I will be there on time, so don't be late. Be on time. And the rest of you guys, don't forget, Kareem is on Wednesdays at 3 p.m., I believe. That's it. I hope you guys have a great day, great week. Stay fashionable. Dress to kill whenever possible. Don't actually kill, just dress to kill. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.